Those who have killed their husbands know that betrayal is something very hard to accept. And just one day ago, while I was planning this honeymoon trip, I unexpectedly discovered in my husband's notebook that he had been secretly dating another woman behind my back. So this honeymoon trip happened to give me a perfect opportunity for revenge. I knew my husband had severe acrophobia, so I used taking photos as an excuse to lead him to the edge of a cliff. Then I quietly moved behind him, and just as I was about to push him off the cliff, suddenly a woman asking for directions interrupted me. Watching my husband enthusiastically go over to help, I realized I had lost my chance. But I wouldn't give up. More plans began to surface in my mind. To kill him, we signed up for a rafting experience. I got on the boat first and took out a knife I had hidden beforehand, then cut the safety belt on his seat. The boat began to slide, and as a huge wave hit, my husband was instantly swept into the water. Watching him desperately calling for help, I pretended to reach out my hand. Suddenly, another wave struck, and I was instantly pulled into the water too. Unexpectedly, my husband saved me. After that, my resolve began to waver. Unfortunately, I discovered my husband was still contacting his lover, so I started a new plan. The next day, we were preparing for a forest hike, when suddenly a woman called out to my husband. I realized that person was my husband's lover. At night when I woke up, I found my husband was gone. Then I found my husband's phone with a message about meeting at the waterfall at 1 a.m. So I immediately went to the meeting point and saw a person in a raincoat standing there. I pushed them directly off. To avoid being discovered by the police, I deleted the messages the lover had sent to my husband, then cleaned the room thoroughly and began practicing my fabricated testimony in front of the mirror. Suddenly there was a knock at the door. When I opened it and saw it was my husband, I was so frightened I immediately slammed the door shut. When I opened the door again, I realized the person I had pushed off might have been my husband's lover. Meanwhile, the police quickly organized a search and rescue operation. To avoid being implicated, I secretly followed along to retrieve the necklace I had thrown away yesterday. Before long, the lover was found. Fortunately, she had lost her memory and didn't remember anything from yesterday.